Hello there, everybody. So HeroicLegend here, and we are back playing. Oh, oopsie. We're back playing Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and I kept true to my word for once. I know for once it sounds really bad. I keep true to my word a lot. It's just when it comes to gaming, there's a lot of things I do, so sometimes not all of it is able to be done in a short amount of time. But yes, you might have noticed that this Wednesday's episode, which should have been 1 DQ, 1 Fire Emblem, was all Dragon Quest, and that was because of the beach day once again. But that won't be happening next time. Next time will be a normal recording week, so we will have either these split episodes, or I might just do double Fire Emblem to make up for it. And of course, some longer DQs on Monday, because of, yeah. Anyway, let's get back into the game.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct?
Yup.
To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home.
Of course.
That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Okay, free Iron Sword and free only 1 Vulnerary. Is that 1 as in 1 Vulnerary that has 3 uses, or is that 1 as in purely 1? I actually never thought to look at that. Yeah, so I've been playing this quite a bit. Yeah, well, it's gonna explain it now. I haven't played super far into the game yet. I've gone through maybe 3 battles at this point with my house, but I've also selected a different house, to be fair. For those of you who are curious, once it comes time to select a house, I will explain to you which house I picked. Quests are given to you by people around the monastery, blah blah blah. You see what the quests are. Icons for essential quests are red. Interesting. So this quest in itself was not essential. So, we talked to everyone.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
Eloise.
Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
Cowards.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
Of course not.
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable.
And you are loosening the stick. That is admirable.
Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of people to greet. You got the 2nd floor. You got the 1st floor. You got all these people here. A lot of people. I want to see what's over here. You know what's funny? I told myself, don't do that when you're recording. It leads to nothing. And I had forgotten the words and wisdom of past me, so that's good. That's promising. Minimap, I've already accessed it and used it, so you go. Oh yeah, that's right, that little. Look at this spot! This is a spot that you will probably be frequenting. Oh look, I am in the background. I can't jump. Okay,
So you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire.
It's not all that bad.
I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelk. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire.
Kinda gathered that when you were like... never mind.
I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Yes, okay, so I actually do want... I actually thought I was in for some trouble when I didn't, keep in mind what she was talking about. But here goes. So first off, and if anyone was curious, I did a quick head count. It shouldn't matter, but it seems like the Golden Deer have the most female to male. Edelgard's is mostly balanced, and the 3rd one is higher male to female. It kind of also plays to their personalities as well, but so...
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor.
Okay, so...
What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Yeah, so I don't know what the charisma stat does. But I can explain most everything else. Strength, how much damage you do with physical weapons. Magic, how much damage you do with magical weapons. Dex, I forgot. Speed basically determines if you're going to attack twice or once. You need to be a certain point above your opponent if you want to attack twice. Luck, resisting critical hits, well, avoiding your enemy's critical hits and critical hitting yourself. Defense, how much damage you can take from a physical attack. How much damage is reduced from taking a physical attack. And resistance, how much damage you avoid taking from a magical attack. Edelgard here. Oh, we can get her closer if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to do that, though. But she is proficient in swords, axes, authority, and heavy armor. She is very weak to studying in both faith and bows. So, when time comes along, you'll be able to see, Oh, and then there's also the ability that she kind of has. It's inert, like the thing that she would start off with if she were in any other game. Or if she were in Faith or Awakening, I guess you could say. So, Imperial Lineage. Multiplied experience earned by 1.2. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all of this for all the characters, just the ones we're going to be a part of. Because I'd already said we're going to be going with the Adrustian Empire, or the Black Eagles, as our house. So, we need to know... I really did truly think about screenshotting each and every one of these screens, so I could get a good grasp, but actually they do tell you what your students are strong and weak of. Right? So if I wanted her to do anything besides swords, axes, authority, or heavy armor, I just basically go and say, hey, I want you to study this course which you're not particularly strong or weak against. Next up is Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child.
He is also very evil looking.
You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
So, Hubert isn't much of a physical fighter, although he can use bow and arrow, which actually isn't terrible. If his speed stat keeps climbing, then it's probably worth having him, maybe study into bows as a backup, so he has something so he can use. But as you can see here, he cannot study for the life of him axes, faith, or surprisingly, winged mounts. So I could, by all rights, make him into a mounted unit if I truly wanted to. He also has Officer's Duty, which grants 5 MT with gambits. I'm pretty sure that's just extra damage on the gambits itself. I will explain those when they come up. Ferdinand!
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
So, our boy here... sorry about that. Our boy here... He's a bit of an all-arounder, not too amazing in any one stat, since nothing's above an 8. But he also doesn't have any weaknesses in terms of studying. So I could really train him to be anything. Possibly a class... Actually, from the strengths right there, it might be best to teach him into becoming eventually a Great Knight, if that's a class here. Also, his confidence grants hit and avoidance plus 15 when used at full HP. He's someone we want to keep at full. So we have Lionheart.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Right? So our boy here has Catnap. If this unit takes no action except wait, he recovers 10% of his max HP. He also is another magic user. Oh, we can actually see the stats total real quick, so...
Me? What up?
So she's 57. She's probably our best unit in terms of statistics. Let's look at Hubert.
Hubert is...
54, right behind, of course, the princess herself.
For some... His house...
He is right now looking like the weakest at a 48. But again, he can avoid damage and hit people more when he's at full is pretty nice. Plus, we have Lionheart here who can patch him up if he misses. Casper,
He's the second son of Count Bergman.
Yikes!
He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
I think he's our token small boy must protect. He actually looks like he wants to be an up-close brawler, which might be worth changing him into. He actually might be our token axe user, because he reminds me a little bit of Ross. But adjacent foes suffer -10 avoidance during combat, which is good because he's using an axe. Or his fists. Fists are fine, but the axe is basically, hey, did you want to miss 90%, a good 50% of your attacks? That's axes for you. But if you land a hit, it feels satisfying. It's basically Hatchet Man from Dragon Quest. Yeah, Casper. Oh dear. Lower than Ferdinand. How about Bernadette, though?
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she's shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Okay, but she has something to compensate for her low stats. 5 attack when unit's not at full HP. Oh, if she's hit. Oh. Warlock type, got it. So, very opposite of Eldgard. She can't really use swords, axes, fists, or heavy armor, but she can use lances and bows. Looking at her speed, I think we want her more as a lance. But still, Casper over there has the worst of the sets.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Okay, Dorothea is basically up there with Hubert and Edelgard. So, pretty happy about that. Strength's not amazing, but if she's using a sword, sword also kind of requires you to have the speed to use it. So, not too bad. The fact that she can't use any mounts, because she's particularly weak in that, and the fact that she doesn't like Faith is gonna start being a problem. However, she does have the ability to compensate a songstress. And that's very nice to have, because that means she can be right next to Ferdinand and keep him hitting people, but we want her away from Bernadette, so we don't want Bernadette to heal. For the most part, though, she's a really, potentially a really powerful mage in the making. Forgive me for stumbling over my words. Last one.
To the west of Fodlan is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Okay. Swords, axes, bows, winged, and she does not like magic whatsoever, as is evident by her resistance, her mage. But she does have a lot of speed, which means she's really is a good candidate for bow. Attacking from a distance multiple times is nice, plus if we keep her with sword and bow, we could actually make her into one of my favorite classes, the Bow Knights. Alright, so we got a good hint on what everyone does. She also is a critter. So, these are our cast of people here. I'm not going to talk to the other two gentlemen about their houses. You already know things, so from the overview, Axe Lord. I want her to be an Axe Lord. Mage, possibly Mage Knight. Possibly Great Knight. Definitely gonna be a healer mage of some sort. Might make him into our brawler, actually, so I can continue to use a sword, because I am one of the units as well. She is definitely our lance user. Perhaps we can find something else for her to do. Another mage. We have a lot of magic on our side, I've noticed, which is good and bad, because that means we need people with high defense, namely Edelgard, myself, and Ferdinand, protecting them. But we also can have Petra here to provide backup, and use our physical range as well. Wait.
So, I am the wonder. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like...
Oh, I already did the talking thing, so... Okay, so next up, we're going around to go talk to the rest of them. To make things easier on us, I am going to talk to all the students, but I am going to gloss over what they're doing. I suppose you can... I don't know, pause it maybe? Oh, wait.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Keep on, soldier. You're probably one of my favorite NPCs that doesn't have a face. Oh. Well, learn something new every day.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, this is just telling us about the homerooms. And showing us the Officer Academy.
What do you think?
Okay, so we're not going to talk to him because he's just going to tell us, hey, this is that house. So look at all the cats and dogs. Okay, there's Dimitri. And there's Claude. So let's talk to Claude. Let's give him a hello.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression.
It was by recommendation.
I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
I know I said I wasn't going to do it, and I'm not, but I'm just going to give you the quick overview. Oh, wait, this is also balance. I'm just dumb. Yeah, so these would be the kids that I'd be teaching if I were going for the Golden Deer House. If I were to pick someone I'd want to grab from this house, which is kind of a thing you can do if you properly balance out your own stats as a professor, I'd probably go for, I think it's Raphael, and potentially Hilda for the untapped potential.
What do you think?
So let's give him a quick hello.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Very cocky, very snooty.
It's like this.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
So,
What do you think?
two smalls must be protected.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
So yeah, very nice, very polite. More so than Lystra over there. I am gonna get these names wrong, by the way. I just wanted to let everyone know that before this LP goes any deeper.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
My dad and I keep our business relationship outside.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten.
Raphael,
Who
so I didn't
are
get it
you
right.
again?
So, big, dumb, but lovable. Very proud of her position. Yeah. We'll go talk to the kids in there after we talk to Dimitri.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blaithid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention?
Okay, quick overview. If I were to take anyone from here, it's 100% Ash, and probably Mercedes and Annette. Mostly because in my off playthrough, these two have been amazing units for me. And Mercedes has the main ability of Live to Serve, where at least I think that's it. If it's right, I want some props, because that's a skill. I don't particularly use Felicia as much as Maid, because I like damage. But yeah, these two have been amazing units for me in my offline playthrough. They do as well, but I really want to focus on making Ash better. I'm not sure what the overall total is for these people, but...
I appreciate your effort.
I want to continue exploring real quick.
Okay.
So we go in here, and then we talk to the students.
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
My thanks.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you.
Again, small, must be protected.
This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Dedu, honestly, I would love to take him as well, but I don't want to separate him from Dimitri.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Alright, so that is Golden...
Okay.
That is, Golden Deer and Blue Lions.
Hey!
And here we're at the Black Eagles.
Oh.
Okay, so let's go around and start with these two.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right?
I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
We also got Bernadetta's name confirmed there, as well as the cute little moment of like, don't be too afraid of him.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks.
I don't know how to gauge him, is the funniest part about all this. Like, I want to like him. I'm going to try to get his support conversation up first.
This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello. I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
She clearly has an accent as well as her own way of speaking, and it's actually kind of cute to see that. Okay, so Dorothea's over there, and...
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way.
Caspar.
Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Yeah, now I can return to the audience chamber. Is what I would be saying if I wasn't certain if I talked to everyone. Yeah, I still need to talk to the people upstairs.
Hey! Hello.
not talking to... Oh, wait. There's someone over here I need to talk to as well. You can't keep me from talking to this guy. The loner.
What do you want? I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye.
I already like you. Even though you probably don't like me, because I'm a human and I live.
Yes.
Alright, quick hop upstairs, because before I end this episode, I want to at least finish this quest and get started. Once this part is over with and I'm settled in, things become a million times quicker.
Let's see.
Just walk right through.
I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
Ma'am, are you alright? Okay, then. I guess I broke her pathfinding by being there. Ah, Dad.
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
Dad, please don't yawn. I'm already tired. Okay. And here we have... our
This
favorite
is my
mustachioed man.
research laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
Very nice to meet you. And here is Manuela, possibly a favorite character of mine just because she's funny to me.
Oh, Professor! Dropping by so soon? I expected we'd take some time, exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall, flirt a bit, you know. Well, you're here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door.
Horny on maid!
Huh. That welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
No, I'm mute. Okay, now I believe I've talked with... Oh no, there's Tomas. He's around here somewhere. To the other way? Yeah, he should be... Not in there. Not in there. I was right, it was the other way. Who let this cat in here? And get hair everywhere. Do we know if the students have allergies? Come on, people, gotta keep up with this. Here he is, kindly old man.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fodlan. I am Tomas, the librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
It's a kindly old man. I like him. Okay, now we can go back to the audience chamber, complete the quest officially, and be done with it.
Let's see.
Still haven't decided what I want my character to be doing.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
It's been pleasant.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
Again, that stick would be really well placed somewhere else, my guy.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Well, I already know. We are going with... Yeah, I thought... For some reason, I thought, this house had more. I guess I was just wrong. Alright. Yeah, many are nobility and most of them use magic. Many are skilled archers, and many excel at military arts. But we are going with the magic.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles led by Edelgard, correct?
Yerp.
Your heart has made its choice, then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
I hope you appreciate that. I will be talking to you every day to make sure that I can help remove that stick.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
Oh. Is that your sister? If it means that... if it's a means to torture you, I will support combo her too. Don't tempt me.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
He clearly reeks of main character.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor.
So cute.
I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students.
I have a few days to prepare my class to fight against two other classes.
We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Of course I won't disappoint the Archbishop.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this part in. I was considering cutting it at the Fade to Black, but I am gonna leave this in. Because I do want to see... I love the reactions of the students when they're like, "You're a professor?"
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him.
Coming from you? Lionheart. Goodbye.
It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor.
You quickly changed your tune, didn't you, buddy?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either. I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor.
Oh, so I'm close to you particularly?
I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally, I would love to include you in that inner circle.
I don't even get it. I don't mind at all.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut.
I mean, I do have a gut. Hopefully guts.
You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut.
Quit! Why is everyone flirting with me? Stop! It's weird! I haven't even gotten the support combos up yet.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
He's just ready to fight right away.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Oh, this is going to be an adorable class to teach.
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book. Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about? Doesn't that sound lovely, Professor?
He's actually asleep off in the corner.
I know we all agree to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
I have to agree with Ferdinand here, but that's so funny.
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
They're not normally this rowdy.
It's basically the, I want to introduce you to my friends, and then someone says something incredibly darker, borderline just strange, and you're like, I promise he gets better. Ignore this.
I do hope you can manage, Professor.
Well, if everyone's staring at me like that, it's a bit strange, but I will manage. Just like how I will manage to end this episode after a stretch. Alright. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry it was so basically cutscene-y and very, very talkative and chatty. Other episodes should pretty much be still kind of chatty. I do often go around making it a point to talk to everyone. But it doesn't normally take as long, and there will be things being done. Yeah, so we're going to leave it on this screen. Right? But, again, we are going to be... I'm going to be talking about what I'm liking so far about this game once we get to the spot, what I'm not liking too much, and the things that are going on within the game. And trust me, after this month, things start picking up in a nice pace. From what I've seen so far. It could slow down or have pauses or jerks at any point. Anyway, that's all for this episode. I just want to say, laters.